And so when you say skin to skin contact, are we talking like, shirts off, possibly at a party, dancing? Like, what are some examples when you say, skin to skin contact? And do you have an idea of like what the duration of that is? Is it prolonged skin to skin contact?
Yeah, so the skin sores of monkeypox, we know are the infectious part of what carries the virus and can spread it on further and forward. And so if you are at a party with your shirt dancing close to folks and those people have open sores, that could be a source of transmission. And so we also think that skin to skin contact, we know that whether it's during oral sex, penile sex, vaginal or anal sex, that can spread monkeypox even without ejaculation because of that close, sort of contact. And so, like you mentioned, Stephen, it doesn't have to be sex that that spreads it, but that close sort of closeness that gets you close enough to touch someone, enough that you're close enough to be in contact with that fluid, that could be a source of transmission. The other source of spread that I'll just note is that close contact with towels or sheets or clothes that the person, if they have open sores from monkeypox, can also be infectious. And so that's something that I would keep in mind, especially that's more of a case in someone who may be living with someone or in a living situation with someone who has monkeypox or MPX. And then lastly, I want to say that respiratory droplets coming from the mouth or saliva may spread monkeypox or MPX, but there's less information about that. And so masking can be helpful in these situations. We think it's a much less direct way to spread monkeypox, but it's one thing that can be helps as well.
Can we build on what you're getting at right now, which is prevention, right? Decreasing the likelihood of really, coming into contact. So one thing that I heard is really reducing the amount of skin to skin contact that you have, with folks that you may not know, again, and just also, it sounds like being a little bit more, paying more attention to kind of like what you're putting your body against and kind of seeing like, certain rashes. And I think what's going to be important is that we don't jump to conclusions, right? There's rashes can just be non-contagious, right? Non-infectious. However, we want to be mindful that we are experiencing this new outbreak and, wanting clarity around things. So in this very moment, what I would extend to folks is we don't want to jump to conclusions, but we do want to be informed and we want to ask engaging questions and, encourage people if it's a new rash, right? To seek medical advice.